going on, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll take a look into the history of the Celestials. Where the heck did they come from? What's their purpose? Just real quick, before we jump into it, we're doing a small giveaway this week. We're giving away a Doctor Strange Supreme What If Funko Pop. All you have to do to be eligible to win is be a subscriber to the channel and like and comment on any video release between now and the 29th of August. The winner will be announced at the end of next Monday's video, August 30th. Now let's get into it and find out who are the Celestials. The Celestials are a group of extraterrestrial, armor-wearing, 2,000 feet tall giants. Each Celestial possesses immeasurable cosmic power. They were first created by the first firmament. The first firmament is an abstract manifestation of the first universe to ever exist. It was a perfect universe, but the first firmament was lonely. The sentient universe created life so it would no longer be alone. It created celestial servants. One faction of the celestial servants worshipped the first firmament and did nothing without its approval. They were known as the aspirants. The other faction, multicolored rebels, wanted to make their own creations to evolve and the universe to expand. The two factions eventually went to war, with the multicolored rebels, now known as Celestials, winning. The Celestials shattered the first firmament into pieces, creating the first multiverse. Only a small number of Celestials existed after the war. Now each Celestial has a specific purpose, and their powers are developed in support of that purpose. They usually visit a chosen planet 4 times. Each group that visits is called the host. The first host of Celestials visited the Earth 1 million years ago. They experimented on humanoids, altering the evolution process. 3 separate species came from these experiments: the Eternals, which had cosmic energy within their cells; the Deviants, whose genetic code was unstable, which resulted in unpredictable mutations in each generation; and humans, which were gifted with the potential for genetic mutation. When the second celestial host visited the Earth, the Deviants had ascended to the top of the food chain. They had enslaved pretty much all of mankind except for Atlantis, the base of the last human resistance. When the ship of the second host appeared, the Deviants were feeling themselves a bit and fired upon their creators. In turn, the Celestials sank their entire continent, which became known as the Great Cataclysm. During their time on Earth, the Celestials that made up the second host, outside of the celestial Tiamat, plotted to alleviate a large portion of the deviant race, sparing the humans. Tiamat tried to stop Arishem, but the other Celestials of the second host turned on him and used a weapon that took all of his energy from within his shell. Tiamat's armor turned black. Its shell would be left on Earth, sealed away in a vault under the Diablo Mountains in California, and become known as the Dreaming Celestial. When the third host arrived, humankind had become the dominant species, in part to the actions of the second host. When the fourth host arrived, it was time for them to judge the planet, and that's when things got interesting. The gods Odin, Zeus, and Vishnu were already aggravated by the Celestials' interference with Earth. Odin, being Odin, had begun prepping for war with the Celestials many years earlier. He convinced the Eternals to fight on his side. The Celestials crushed their uprising, killing the Eternals' leader, Zurus. Gaia swooped in to save the Earth from the Celestials' judgment. She offered them 12 young gods she had gathered, which was enough to sway Arishem, and the host departed Earth with their offering. So what do you think about the Celestials? And what did you think about their design in the trailer? I've heard from a few unhappy people, but I want to see what everybody thinks. Let me know down in the comments. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon. I'm out. Peace.